Hello and welcome back to Learning the Tamil Alphabet, presented to you by LearnTamil.com. This is the last part of Lesson 1, Part C, and in this lesson we're going to learn an additional vowel. And that vowel is Ah. Now, this may look very familiar. We've already learned the vowel Ah, and Ah is the long form of And the closest English word I could think of that comes to approximating this vowel is ba, as in the sound a sheep makes. One thing to know, we have a short vowel a long vowel The amount of time that you spend when you say you hold it for a little bit longer than you do obviously the short vowel The amount of time is about double, and people don't time this, but it's just a sort of a rule of thumb and something that may be helpful to you as you go on learning. Now, when we combine this particular vowel with a consonant, we make the long sound by adding this particular symbol to the end of the consonant. So this square blue figure here represents just any old consonant. So if you were to have that consonant and you wanted to change it from being the, da or ta or the ma or the pa, ba or ra sounds that we already learned, and you want to actually make it a long sound, then all you do is you add this particular symbol right after the consonant. And in Tamil Nadu they call this a kal, like a foot or leg kal. In Irlam they call this aravu. So when we add that particular symbol, ta or da becomes ta or da, ma becomes ma, ra becomes ra, and the pa, ba sounds become pa or ba. So this particular chart on the next page is a summary of basically all the letters that we've learned. So the two the two vowels, and and then the consonants, ta or da, ma, ra, pa or ba. And then if we want to combine with these sounds, we get ta or da, ma, ra, pa or ba. And then it, im, ir, and ip. And then this bottom part here just summarizes when you would make a pa sound versus a ba sound, when the letter begins a word or following the ip, and the ba sound when the letter occurs in the middle of the word after a vowel or following im. And then the ta or da sounds, the T sound is made when it follows it, and the D sound we get when the letter occurs in the middle of a word after a vowel sound. Alright, so let's try and pronounce some words using our newfound knowledge. So the first word is down here at the bottom, and we'll use the transliteration method that we've been employing before. If you don't need the transliteration method, then by all means don't use it. Alright, the first letter. So we've just learned this particular symbol here, and it's combined with the first letter. So we'll go to this column, and because this is occurring at the beginning of the word, this is going to give the pa sound. So begins a word, pa, and we'll write it with two ways because it's long. Next letter, it's either going to be ta or da, and because it's in the middle of a word following a vowel sound, it's going to be the da sound. And then the last letter, im, right here. So pa, da, im, padam, padam, padam. So padam, which means lesson. next. So the first letter is this new vowel we've learned, ah, long ah sound. So we'll write that with two A's. The next letter, it, and it's immediately followed by the ta sound. So because it follows the it, we know it's the ta sound. So it, ta, and then im. So art, itta, im, arta, artam, artam, which means dance. Alright, next word. So again, pa. We know it's the pa sound because it's at the beginning of a word. Because we've used this symbol here, it's pa. Next letter, ma. Oh, ma. Next letter, ra. And the next letter, ir. Pa, ma, ra, ir. Pa, ma, ra, ir. Pamara, pamarar. Pamarar. A common person. Pamarar. And the last word that we'll practice sounding out. So this is the regular a that we learned in the very first lesson. A. Next is the ta or da sound. Because it's in the middle of a word following a vowel, it's the da sound. Da. And then the next letter, it looks like the same thing, da, but it has this kal or aravu following it, so it's actually the long da sound. Alright, so da, 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 da. That's just an expression that some people use sometimes. Alright, now I'll say a couple of words and you can practice writing them. The first word is param, param, and we'll start by writing the first sound, pa, param. Next is ra, param. The last letter is im. So pa, corresponding to the pa, ra, im, param. Let's say we were to incorrectly write this. Let's say we were to write it instead as this. How would we change the pronunciation? Pa is the same. Pa. This is not ra, it is ra, and then im. So this would actually be param. Param. That's not the word, but it's a different word. Alright, next let's try another word. Okay, amma, amma. So first letter, amma, amma. Alright, next letter, notice I'm emphasizing the amma. So this is going to be a doubled sound, and then amma. The question here is it a single A or a double A that we're going to write? So ma, or is it ma? And I'll just read these two words. This is going to be amma, and this is amma, and this last one is correct. One more, appa, appa. This is going to be basically the same thing. Pa, appa, and we'll write it. Alright, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this lesson.